Welcome to all my dear students. I am Saroj Kumar Sethi, lecturer in chemistry of Nalanda Vidya Mandir Plus 2 Science College, Bharatpur. So, in our last class, we were discussed about units and measurements. There are 7 basic units are there. That is temperature, that is amount of substances, mass, like that. So, up to 7 basic units we were discussed. And one thing I want to tell you, that is from the volume. What do you mean by volume? It is the space occupied by that matter. It is space occupied by matter. Space occupied by matter. If we take that cube, do you know what does it mean? Cube means its structure is like that. It is a cube. So here this is cube. So he having a three dimensions. Okay, and all the 3 dimensions are having 1 centimeter each. So what will be the volume? So volume for this cube will be, that is cm cube. And the volume, the SI system, for the SI system, the unit of volume will be, it is meter cube. In SI unit, for the volume, it will be, that is meter cube. One thing we need to know, that is 1 cm cube is equal to 1 ml, and 1 liter is equal to 1 dm cube. So by having these things, we can generalize the relation, that is 1000 cm cube is equal to 1000 ml, and is equal to 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube. So this is the relationship for a volume of a liquid. So 1000 cm cube is equal to 1000 ml, because 1 cm cube, centimeter cube, is equal to 1 ml, and 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube or dm cube. So that's why 1000 cm cube is equal to 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube. Similarly, while we are talking about the conversion of temperature, for the temperature, 3 things we need to know, because temperature can be represented, its unit can be represented in 3 ways, that is in Kelvin, and in degree Celsius, and in Fahrenheit. Am I right or not? So 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273.15 Kelvin temperature. Whatever the variable take in case of degree Celsius, that is, for example, for standard degree Celsius, that is 25, then it will be 273.15 plus 25 is equal to how much? That is 298.15 Kelvin. Similarly, the boiling point of water, that is 100 degrees Celsius. So it can be converted into Kelvin. So 100 plus 273.15 is equal to, that is 373.15 Kelvin. So this is the conversion of degree Celsius to that is Kelvin. Similarly, Fahrenheit, when we are talking about the conversion of Fahrenheit and degree Celsius, then this formula it will use. Fahrenheit is equal to 9.5, whatever the degree Celsius we need to take, we have to put here plus 32. So this is the formula. For example, if we take 37 degrees Celsius, then For 37 degrees Celsius, it will be around 98.6 Fahrenheit. If we put the 37 here, then by calculating the Fahrenheit will be, we get 98.6 Fahrenheit. So this is the things which we were discussed in our last class. So for this class, we are going to discuss that is significant figure and scientific notations. For this lecture, two things we are going to discuss, that is significant figure and scientific notation. These two things we are going to discuss now. What is significant figures? While we are we are having busy schedules with that experimenting some things upon the chemical species, then whatever the recorded value it came to see, that is before us, then we should take into its significant figure. Significant figure is nothing but it is the total number of digits, the total number of digits gives properly measured recorded data. Or recorded value, we can say data or value. So the total number of digits gives properly measured recorded data, that is significant figures. Means whatever the value generated from that experimentations of any chemical research or chemical species, so from that value what is the exact significant figures. So to find out significant figures, some rules are there. Rules for determining significant figure. The first one, that is all the zeros, all the non-zero digits are significant figure. Example, here 1.5, 21.6, then 22.15, 121.35. So these values having significant figure are, so for this value that is 2, because the total number value 1.5, so these are the non-zeros. So these are non-zero digit, means the total number digit, that is before decimal 1, after decimal 1, so that is 2. Similarly here 3, similarly for here it is 4, and for this that is 5. So this is the point number 1. All the non-zero digits are significant figure. Similarly, the second point, all the zero right of the decimal are significant figure. So whatever the point I am writing here, So my dear students, try to note this one. So the second point, it tells about whatever the number, that is for example 15.0 and 16.01 and 7.001, 18 point, that is 21.0003. So whatever the 0 is present, if it is on right side of the decimal, the right side of decimal means that 0 can be considered as a significant figure. So these values having significant figures are for this one, that is 3, for this one, that is 4, for this one, that is 3 plus 2, 5, and for this one, the 3, 4, 5, 6, it is 6. It is 6. So this is the second point. It tells about all the zeros right of the decimals are significant figure. Third one, that is all the zero placed in non-zero digits are significant figure. Example, here example we can take, that is 15.01, that is 17.002 and 151.02. So these are some examples. If the 0 is placed in between non-zero digits, that 0 can be considered as significant figures. So these values having significant figures are for this one, that is 4, it is 4, and for this one, that is 3 to 5, and for this one it is, and for this one it is 3 plus 2 also 5. Okay, so this is the third point. And fourth point, that is all the zero before the beginning of all the zeros before the beginning of first non-zero digits are not significant figure. Example we can take, that is 0.01, 0.001 or 0.00323, similarly 0.51, sorry, here 0.0051. So from these values, the zeros were not considered as a significant figure if before that there is no non-zero digits are present. Okay, so all the zeros before beginning of first non-zero digits are not a significant figure. Means here it is the first non-zero digits, here it is the first non-zero digit, here it is the first non-zero digit, and the same here. So before the zero, before these digits, these non-zero digits, whatever the zeros are present, these zeros should not be considered as a significant figure. Try to understand this one. Whatever the first non-zero digits are coming, for this number it is here, that is 1, for this number here, for this number that is 2, for this number it is 5. So before the first non-digit, that is non-zero digits, any zero is coming, then that zeros should not be considered as significant figures. So this zero should not be considered as a significant figure. So significant figures are for this it will be 1, and for this number it will be 1, and for this number it will be 2, because whatever the two digits are present before the number 2, these two digits will not consider as a significant figure. That's why it will be 2. Similarly, for this number, the significant figure will be 2, because 5 and 1, two non-zero digits is only considered, that is 2. So before the non-zero digits, whatever and how many numbers of 0 will come, that should not be considered as a significant figure. That is, all the zeros before beginning of first non-zero digits are not significant figure. The last one, any exact numbers, all the exact numbers having infinite significant figure. We are talking about significant figure. So the fifth number point, that is, all the exact numbers having infinite significant figure. For example, 2 boards, 25 chairs. So 2 boards means we can write here 2.0 or 2.00 or 2.00, or if we put many zeros, then the value remains same, that is 2. So here any exact numbers which having infinite significant figure. So 2.000000 having the same value, that is 2 only. So 2 can be written as 2.000 up to infinite number, but its value remains same. Similarly, 25 chair, it means 25 we can write here simply, or we can write 25.0, that is 25, or 25.00, or any 0. If any if whatever the number of 0 we will put here, then its value is 25, no? So any exact number having infinite number of significant figure or infinite significant figure. So these are the 5 points which we need to remember, and almost many times 1 mark or 2 mark questions it may come from this topic. And if we talk about some some examples, that is as a question, I can write here. Express the following numbers to 4 significant figure. to 4 significant figure, to 4 significant figure. So the numbers are, that is 1.81 234 into 10 to the power 3. Another number, that is 0.0088, or this number, that is 42.392800. Again we can take another example, that is 121.0, that is 5123, or 121.51230. So these are the some value we need to find out its significant figure up to 4. So here this value answer, what will be the answer? The significant figure will be only 1.812. So before decimal, one non-zero digit, that is 1 is there. After decimal, 812 is there. So total 4 digits. So total 4 significant figures. Similarly, for the second one, the significant figure will be 4239, 42.39 or 42.39. This is the significant figure, 4 significant figure. Similarly, for this, it will be 121.5. So this is the significant figure. The next one, that is scientific notation. I hope all of you got this one. Scientific notation, I think you might have learned this from that class 9th or 8th or 7th, it may be. Class 7th or 8th, you might have heard this one, that is exponential form. So scientific notation, generally it comes in use of calculating the bigger molecules or smaller molecules or smaller values. When we are concerning with that is larger number or very small number, these numbers can be represented as a simplest way, or in a simple way we can express that one. That is the scientific notation in the form of exponential form. So scientific notation, here I can write scientific notation means a large number, because in chemistry we comes across very large number or very small numbers. For example, if we talk about the that is charge of electron. So what is the charge of electron? Charge of electron, the charge of electron is, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Similarly, if we talk about this number, this is a very small number, but it can be represented as a very simplest way, and this way is known as the scientific notation. So whatever the bigger number or smaller numbers are comes across while we are experimenting something, some in chemical species, and that bigger and smaller number can be expressed in a simple way, that is the scientific notation. And that bigger and smaller number can be expressed in the exponential form. So in the form of, that is n into 10 to the power, that is n into 10 to the power n. So here n is the number and here n is the exponential form, exponent. Okay. And so what will be the definitions? In this notation, In these notations, we can express simple way. We can express or we can convert a very large or small value into simple way, that is simplest way. In this notation, we can convert a very large or small value into simplest way. Okay, for example, that is 246.38. So how it can be written? It is a bigger number, 246.38. So we can simplify this number, or we can bring in a simple form, that is 2.4638 into 10 to the power 2. So this is the 246.38, but this one 2.46. It means this is a very small number. This is a bigger number. So bigger number can be represented as a smaller number. So this is the way to express in a simplest form, and with the help of a scientific notation, that is in exponential form. Similarly, another example we can take, that is 8008. So this number, this bigger number 8008, it can be converted into simplest way, that is 8.008 into 10 to the power 3. This is the bigger number 8008, but this one is 8.008 into 10 to the power 3. So this is the way to bring the simplest way of a larger numbers. So in this way we can convert some few numbers through an example. That is, a question is that express the following in scientific notation. Scientific notation. That is 0.0048. That second one, that is 23400. And the third one, that is 6.0012. So these are the three numbers which we want to convert it into the simplest way. So if this number, it can be, this is a very small one. If we convert into the simplest one, then what we can do, that is 4.8 into, if the decimal will come here, 1, 2, 3. So 10 to the power minus 3. So this is the simple mathematics. I hope you have learned this from class 7th mathematics. So I think it will not make you problem to understand. So next one, that is the second one. These are we are discussing, that is answer. And the second one, 234,000. It means 2,34,000. So 2,34,000 is the bigger number, and we can convert into in a simplest way. We can convert this one into simplest way. How? It could be 2.34 into 10 to the power, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.34 into 10 to the power 5. If we place 0, 0, 0, then okay. If not put means it is also okay. Then third one, that is 6.00 0012. So this number remains the same because already 6.0012 is means it is a small number, so no need to make it larger. Okay, so this numbers remains the same. So this is the way to express the larger number into smaller one, or some smaller number into simplest number in the simplest way, that is in a that is exponential form. So this is all about scientific notations, and most of time in every year 2 to 3 mark generally it may ask from these two topics. Okay, and for this lecture this much only. On our next lecture we will discuss, that is very interesting topic which you have already learned from class 9th. Just it is the, as it is a very it is the first chapter for the plus 2 first year. So something is there, some topics are there which is interrelated to that class 9th, very basic one, that is what is chemical symbols, and what are the valences, and how to write chemical formula. Okay, for this much only, for this lecture.